Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Geosonics coming at you with a Dark World deck profile. I never really thought it would happen, but you know what? It happened. I fell in love with the deck, made my own build, and I still haven't finished this build. This is heavily proxied out. I do play with this deck a lot on DN, and it's worked out just tremendously for me. I will be getting almost everything I'm missing out of the deck in about 2 weeks or so. So yeah, it's just amazing. I'm just gonna hop into the profile now. We run three Graphas standard for Dark Worlds. Um, this you don't really want to run Grens or Khakis when you could be running Graphas. This is just so much better than those. Um, so yeah, three Snow Search. It's pretty beefy at 1700, 2000 if Gates is out, and it's just great. It even allows me to exceed if I feel like running exceeds. I don't really have an extra deck set up for this deck because you don't really need it outside of occasional possible exceeds you can make. Three Brow, it's just draw power. What more do you want? Also allows you to just normal summon something and get your Graphas out. Only two beige. That's just what I like to run. Three is a little too much, seeing as it doesn't really give you too much advantage outside of just getting your Graphas out. So that's pretty much all beige is for. You special summon it, get a Grapha, normal summon it again to either swing for 1900 or 1600, or to bring back another Grapha. It's just all around good. Um, we have one Trance Archfiend. Whenever I get my hands on another Drag Down to the Grave, I'm just gonna replace it with that. But until then, this card's pretty good. He's another discard outlet that can become a 2000 attack beater, and his second effect's pretty nice too. One Sangan searches out Trans Archfiend and Browse, and my next card, a Morphing Jar. This card is just amazing. Discarding all my it's an amazing discard outlet, so I can get rid of all these Dark World stuff and then just draw into more spells and traps and back rows. Only problem, it does give your opponent 5 cards, but if you play smart, you will actually take away more than that by allowing them to draw a lot and then just getting rid of it all, making them almost deck out in certain cases, which has happened to me, that my opponent will deck out. Staples, Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, 1 MST, 1 Book of Moon, and a card destruction. Best card in the deck, discard outlet wise. It's just amazing. Two gates, only two because it's really searchable with snow and all the draw power you have. And if you play three, then it can get kind of dead because it's really circumstantial because you need to discard fiends and have fiends in grave. So two is just a lucky number for me. One's not there enough. Two is more live. Two Drag Down to the Graves, and three Dark World Dealings. Like I said, whenever I get my hands on another one of these, I will replace Trance Archfiend. This card is just amazing to correct your opponent's hand. Oh, what's that? You were about to play a Tour Guide next turn? Nope. What's that? You have a BLS next turn and your graveyard's already set? Nope, you don't get that. Now, to where pretty much on certain cards, the only way they'll ever be able to get them again is if they put them back in deck or find a way to recycle them back into their hand. So it's just all around good. And it even gets rid of the spells and traps like Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, or Monster Reborn. And Dark World Dealings is just Dark World Dealings. Run it. It's amazing. It's like Gates of the Dark World, only it doesn't like try to fight over that one spell and trap card zone spot. Two Upstart Goblins. I never really liked this card until I've played this deck, and it's just way too good to ignore. Dark Worlds really do have a lot of draw power to where pretty much once you get a good hand going, it will just completely have like sure game. And this is the card that just makes sure that it has the hand it needs. A Foolish Burial gets rid of Graphas out of deck, and that's pretty much all it does. With three Graphas in deck, it's almost never dead. Two Dark Bribes to stop the spells and traps that would stop me. Stuff like Heavy Storm, because I do set a ton of back row in this deck. Monster Reborn, that would just steal my Graphas or bring back stuff that was troublesome before. It's just an all-around good card. Mirror Force, Mass Monster Destruction. Why not? 3 Reckless Greeds. Like I said, this deck has a ton of draw power, and this is probably the best example of it all. Because you do set a big back row, this card just allows you to be able to bounce back if they do heavy storm you. You can just set these, let them die, chain them all, or whatever number you have, and then just make plays off of that. Because with the amount of draw power in this deck, you generally can make plays and afford to not be able to draw for a couple turns, especially if you have a Gates out. 2 Skill Drain. The only card it ever stops in this deck is Trans Archfiend and Morphing Jar, and both of which, they don't really care either. Skill Drain is just too good right now, especially against Insectors and Rabbits, and let's see what else. Oh, Windups. And lastly, 2 Torrentials. Just another mass monster removal card. That's the deck, you guys. Tell me what you guys think. Comment, subscribe, like this video. Come on, guys. You know you want to. This is a pretty fun deck. It was pretty amazing how fast I was able to get all my stuff too. A friend of mine, Blackwing 1995, he was playing this deck, but he had a completely different build than me. He went for old school Dark Worlds with new school support. Stuff like Dark World Lightning and Gold and Silvas. It was very aggro deck, but it wasn't the type of deck for me. This is the kind of thing I like. Stuff that just plays around everything and has nice combos. Tell me what you guys think, and I'll see you guys later. In a little while, I was able to get my hands on some tokens, so I will go through with my how to make your own custom tokens videos. So yeah, later guys.